All right, you gotta make sure you have the appropriate insurance coverage for your business. As an entrepreneur or a business owner, protecting your one asset, your business, is so important. You can have the right legal framework set up, the right entity set up, the right contract set up, but if something happens and someone files suit against your business and you don't have the insurance to cover that claim, then the business assets have to be used for that claim. And I've seen that bankrupt businesses. So as an entrepreneur or a business owner, you really have to think about the types of insurance you should have. And we can get into a bunch of different policies, but I want to talk about a few just briefly and in particular. The first one is just a general liability policy. This protects anything that happens on your business or with your business property, right? If someone trips and falls in your place of business, there's maybe an auto accident that one of your employees causes, those policies typically cover those types of claims. Obviously, you got to talk to your insurance broker and make sure your policy has that adequate coverage, but that's what that is for. The next type of insurance you should be thinking about is professional indemnity, errors and omissions, or malpractice insurance. That covers claims against you, the professional. Like as a lawyer, I'm required to have malpractice insurance. Doctors, the same thing. A CPA or an engineer should look into some sort of professional indemnity or errors and omissions insurance. That means if you do something in your profession that causes a loss to a third party, that insurance will cover it. Say I'm an engineer and I design something and the design is faulty and causes injury. Well, my general liability policy is probably not going to cover that. That's where my professional liability or my errors and omissions insurance will come in and cover those types of claims. Obviously, if the policy is correctly crafted and built out the right way, that's what that policy is for. The third policy you should think about is business interruption insurance. Look what happened during the pandemic, right? Businesses were shut down, and a lot of businesses did not have coverage for that business interruption. If you get a well-crafted and well-designed business interruption policy, if a situation like that happens again, where there's a pandemic and the government shuts down your business, that insurance may cover your loss of revenue. So that's the third type you should be thinking about. The fourth type, and if you have employees, this is important, that's employment practices liability insurance. What this covers is any employment-based claim. Say someone sues your business for discrimination or for wage and hour claims or for overtime claims. EPLI, employment practices liability insurance, covers those types of claims. Again, your broker will sit down and go through these types of policies with you, help you build out the right ones with the right coverage limits, the right deductibles, those types of things, but that's something you absolutely need to think about. And the last type of insurance, and this one is really overlooked by business owners, that's life insurance. Now, if you are a partnership or have multiple owners, life insurance is an absolute necessity in my opinion. You should have policies on each other as business partners, because in the event one of you passes, what's gonna happen? Like if one of the partners passes and they were a huge revenue generator, you need to replace that income. Or maybe you don't want to be in business with that partner's spouse or significant other. That life insurance policy can be used to buy out that partner's spouse or significant other as a part of a well-crafted buy-sell agreement. Life insurance is something so important. Same thing to me as a solo owner of a law firm. I have life insurance in the event something would happen to me, my wife and kids would get paid from my insurance policy to cover the loss of income. As a business owner or entrepreneur, you have to think about that. If you have a significant other or have a family, you have to make sure you have some level in life insurance, because if something happens to you, that income stops, it goes away, and your family and your loved ones need to be protected. So think about that. As a business owner and entrepreneur, these are the types of insurance coverages you should be thinking about. Commercial general liability policies, professional indemnity policies or E&O policies, business interruption, employment practices liability, and life insurance. By looking at these types of policies and working with a good broker, you can feel that your business is adequately protected from losses that may occur by third parties.